Hello, everyone. What's up? Welcome to another edition of the You Always Win podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to the weekly podcast.
So we may have skipped a week here or there.
Busy.
We've been
Very
busy.
Yeah, real life stuff.
We're both kind of doing something.
Yeah, not fun.
I don't know if you've told people.
Oh,
for you.
Well, yeah, I'm moving, so...
Oh, we're both moving out of our houses.
Yes, so...
Yay, YouTube!
Changing location while trying to do this... It's... Oh, my goodness.
Did you hear what I said?
Yay, YouTube!
Yay, YouTube!
Thanks, YouTube!
After 18 glorious years.
Yeah.
I'm consolidating. I got evicted.
Whatever.
Anyway, you guys, check this out. We've got some pretty interesting video game stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, pretty controversial, like, for most
some
people.
Some of it, yeah.
Not so much for us, but it seems to be controversial for people, anyway.
I'm making a face right now. I want authenticity and I want to be boring. Oh, wait.
No, I know
that's coming up later.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this first. So this week, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is out on PlayStation for beta for the Blackout mode, correct?
Yeah, the Battle Royale. And then starting tomorrow, I think it's
starting
tomorrow.
on a Friday.
Friday till Monday. It'll be for Xbox
Monday.
and PC. PC, it's free if you're on Battle.net, so you'll be
Yay,
able to play it for free.
Free is
Xbox
fun.
Xbox pre-orders, you're going to be able to play it on Friday through Monday as well. So, yeah, we're going to... Meaty didn't have the privilege of playing it yet, but he will once the game comes out. I think it's in mid-October, right? I think it's mid-October. I don't know the exact date.
Sounds right.
Whatever, somewhere around there. Anyway, Treyarch's been doing this. I played the multiplayer. You guys would have seen my first impressions video on YouAlwaysWin as well, talking about that. I really thought the multiplayer was solid. They did a really good job. And of course, with Treyarch, that's kind of, they're really the only solid studio right now that's doing something great for it. They're the new Infinity Ward. That's the way I would word it.
You're saying from the Activision Call of Duty camp, Treyarch is the number one
but I don't have
house.
hate. I don't have hate on Sledgehammer. I like World War II. I have no problem with it. I don't have hate on the other ones like a lot of people do. I just like Call of Duty. I just happen to think that Treyarch does a better job. They polish their game a little bit better. It plays a little bit better. That's my personal opinion.
Was Sledgehammer made the last one, right?
Yeah, and I like.
I think that one's leaps and bounds. Like that runs a close second. Like
it's good.
They did a good job with their zombies.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe their next release is going to be pretty solid. Hoping to see maybe a more modern warfare. Modern.
Yeah, exactly. That's the rumor. Did you hear those rumors?
No.
Oh, they're rumored that Infinity Ward, the next one coming out, although I don't want to talk about the next one because we're getting this, but the next one coming out was Modern Warfare 4, apparently. So, if it's Modern Warfare 4, you're talking about like MP7s, the
M4s, AKs, like G36Cs.
Really nice weapons, no crazy movements, still
cool
power
looking,
slides or stuff like that.
Vest jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so what did you think of the Blackout?
It's early, and I'm playing basically every day. And as a matter of fact, when we're done recording this, I'm going to be playing some more. I've been playing some solos, some squads, some duos. I've been playing a little bit of everything. And I have to say, for a beta, I was so nervous about this. I was so nervous about Call of Duty making such a large-scale game because they've never done anything like that. We talked about that, I think, in one of the other podcasts, where Ground War, where it's a little bit bigger, it's 18 players, can get...
On PC.
PC or not even PC, but like even on consoles, when they have ground, it's laggy. They can get laggy, and I'm like, how are they going to do, like, whatever? I thought there was going to be, like, 60 players, but they pushed it to 80, then they increased it to 88. Their Treyarch's doing such an amazing job, but I gotta say this, and I like PUBG, but what Treyarch has done in less than a week and optimizing that game and how it plays and how smooth it plays and the number of non-issues where there's not a lot of problems is astonishing. They've done more in less than 1 week on that Battle Royale mode than what Bluehole has done in over a year on that game. It plays very smooth. It feels, I've seen comments, people are like, oh, it looks just like PUBG. I'm like, just because it's not cartoony like Fortnite, Call of Duty is realistic. The same thing. What are you going to say that Battlefield 5 looks like PUBG because it's a realistic looking battlefield? It's a little ridiculous. I know there's a desert, but you got to have a varying like landscape. You know what I mean? Like you got to have that stuff in there. I think they done, regardless as to that, I don't care about that. It feels like Call of Duty. The power slides. You know what they do? I tell you right now, Meaty, you're going to love this. The movement, jumping over things, getting
vaulting. How's the vaulting? Dude,
smooth as butter. It's so like, boom, you're over a fence. Boom, you're on top of this. Boom, you're climbing on this. Boom, you're in the window. It's super fast and fluid, dude. Super. And you know what the other thing is? We can get on a quad. You can run that thing. You don't flip over. I've yet to flip a quad going full speed over anything.
Really?
Just smooth.
Do you need trees?
Well, I probably did hit trees. That's a given. But I'm saying like, driving the vehicles is easy. The quads are easy. The boats are easy. The helicopters are easy. You can helicopter up at the top, jump out in your little squirrel flying suit, get down into awesome positions.
You have a squirrel flying suit?
Yeah, you know like those gliding suits, like a flying squirrel?
Wingsuit.
Yeah, wingsuit.
Faceplant suit, yeah.
So you get that, but everything is smooth, dude. Everything. Like the vehicles, they did it so that, you know what? In PUBG, I hate the fact that I get nervous about getting on a motorcycle because you could die hitting the slightest bump on the ground. It's lame.
Yeah.
It's lame, dude. That's a lame thing. Treyarch has done such an amazing job on this. It's going to be huge. This Battle Royale is going to, other than the price point, if the price point wasn't so high, it would absolutely destroy, and it deserves to destroy PUBG. Not so much Fortnite because it's free. You just can't do anything.
Oh, because you have to buy the full game to get it, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Treyarch and Activision are smart, and to keep it, give it longevity, because that's really what it needs, right? Call of Duty's annual release. If they want longevity on this, and if they want to make a ton of money on this, make it a separate standalone thing where people can just buy it. I know they can do it because the beta, everything else is locked out, so don't tell me that you can't do it. I know they can. If they're smart,
That'd be interesting.
Will. Sell it as a standalone. Would you make it
like? But how much when PUBG went full release? How much was that? $30?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
But I tell you, I don't want to buy BR for 30 when I could spend 60 and get both.
Yeah, but you can't just spend 60. It's like 60 for the base game, but you got to get the season pass or whatever.
To get the BR?
I'm pretty sure, and that's what people are kind of a little bit annoyed. So it brings it closer to about 100.
What?
Yeah, and
$100?
And here's the problem, though, right? $100. Yeah, fine. I personally think the Battle Royale is totally more worth it, and I love the multiplayer. I'm really excited to play that as well. But but $100 for something that might just go away in a year, whereas PUBG, as many faults as it has, you know, that's it. It's just going to continue. You don't have to rebuy it. You don't got to buy a new one. It's just going on for years and years, just like Fortnite. Wow. So it's a problem that I see, and I don't know how Activision or Treyarch is going to remedy this, but I totally think that they should make it a standalone, and Treyarch should support it. I think they would. I totally continue playing the Battle Royale, dude. Like, I'm so stoked for you and I to be playing it. It's so good, dude. It's so good. The weapons are good. The hit detection is COD. I'm not going to say it's amazing because it's COD. You still get some craziness in there, but overall,
and you said the time to kill is really long, which makes you should be able to get into good engagements rather than feel like. So here's the deal, you guys, and what the problem that I face traditionally is not my reaction time and not usually my aim, but it's like I'm a second behind, like on latency.
Yeah.
So if it's got a fast to kill or one headshot downs you, I'm done unless I see them first and they're running away from me.
But see, that's why I've always liked Search. I've always liked Search because I know that Call of Duty's like that in Search and Destroy. And I approached the Blackout Battle Royale kind of the same way, like Search, like very careful, calculated, that sort of thing there.
Yeah.
I find it negates that hit detection. If you can outsmart them in Search, then you can win. And I'm hoping that that's going to translate over to the Battle Royale as well, the Blackout.
Well, what I'm saying is, based off of you telling me the time to kill is longer.
Yeah.
that should give me time to say, "Oh, I'm getting shot at."
Yeah, yeah. You know what the nice thing is? Oh yeah, go on.
When I have time to react,
yeah,
I can still win the gunfight, even though if they shoot first.
Yeah.
But it's usually when I have bad latency and I don't even have time to react, I'm going to lose every gunfight. So
like
if
PUBG.
the time to kill's longer, that's better.
Yeah.
Like in PUBG.
PUBG's really bad for that. You definitely have better opportunities. The other thing that I like about it, dude, when you're evading, it has the power slide. So, so when you're running, although I do something that you probably find annoying, and they do it, and I do it because I've seen them always doing it, a type of this in Fortnite, which is jumping all over the place to prevent those headshots from happening. Yeah. I find if I'm running across an open field, I'll run power slide to get my head dipping down so I don't get sniped.
Right.
But it's fast. It's fast and it's easy. It's just like pressing forward, hit it. You know what I mean? Like it's really easy to do.
When you do that when you do the jumping in PUBG, it stops your forward momentum.
Yeah. No.
Okay?
This one's slide fast.
To a point, right?
Yeah.
So, you see all these people doing that, and maybe you see them show you a good game, but 100 other games, they got killed because they were jumping around like an idiot.
Yeah, true.
But the sliding thing even came into Battlefield. Battlefield 1 had a sliding mechanism. And when everyone figured it out, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everybody was just slide here, slide there, slide here, slide. And it's like, okay, let's just put jetpacks back into it. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean?
You might
That's
as well
the way it became. I'm like, oh my God. What it does, why they were doing it, it was effective. It broke the hitbox. Okay, like Gunn said, whether his head's here or he's sliding, it broke the hitbox. Meaning, if you're shooting and all of a sudden they're sliding, now I got to reload. They pop up. You're in the middle of reload animation because you wasted all your bullets because they were evading you. Yeah. So I'm saying it's a legitimate tactic. Right? It's just annoying. It's just annoying that people are sliding all over the place. It looks so stupid, you know?
Yeah.
But if that slide, like in Black Ops when we're playing zombies and I'm sliding around, if it's anything close to that, oh boy.
Yeah.
That's wild because
it is.
I can run and slide all the way across a map,
dude,
you know?
That's exactly what it's like. So
you run, slide, jump, land, slide. If you implement a jump in there, you don't break it, and you can keep going.
Keep it randomized. Yeah,
and that would be very hard to hit.
The weapons are good too. The weapons are good.
Okay.
The ICR's in there, which is like the ACR. You got some good SMGs. You got some auto shotguns, like an S12 type thing. You know what I mean? In there, I've always been a horrible sniper, so I didn't really get to use the snipers. I think one time I picked it up, and it was like boom. Boom! I'm like, no, forget this. But
do you think that they could you tell based off your engagement distances that they've said, like when you play PUBG, you know that the UMP destroys 0 to 50 meters.
Yeah.
It'll destroy a guy with an AR and AK.
Yeah, for sure.
But out farther than that, than the AR will.
Yeah, no, it's the same way.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Up close, shotguns and SMGs. I found actually, I'm going to say this, there's one OP weapon in that game. There's one go-to weapon no matter who you are, and I'm pretty sure there's multiple videos covering this. And maybe they'll change it, because every time there's something like that, people whine and complain about it. Oh, I got killed by this, even though it's good. Maybe it is overpowered, I don't know. It's the Titan. The Titan is an LMG. It's like the...
an LMG?
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's a 7.62.
Yeah.
LMG, phenomenal weapon at medium range, close range. It just melts people, and your movement speed isn't that hindered by it. So
that's the problem.
Yeah,
I mean, you hit it right on the head. Look, there's a couple of ways that you balance things. Yeah. One, you like the bootlegger, MP40.
Oh, yeah.
Less ammo in the magazine, right? 20 round mags, less ammo overall.
Yeah.
A gun like that, any LMG, you should significantly suffer movement speed.
Yeah.
So when you're moving, now maybe you could park it and remember, run with your hands without your weapon in your hands, and you could move back to regular speed. But then it's got to be the transition of pulling that big gun out.
Yeah.
That way, you balance that stuff up. You can keep it as a high damage gun, and maybe it's very rare to find it in the game.
Yeah, when you find one, no matter what you have, you swap one of your weapons for it. By the way, and if you aren't doing that, you're a fool. You need to swap it. Titan, by far, best LMG in that game, by far. But you're right, they need to slow it down. I don't want to see it get nerfed because people are whining and crying about it. You know what I mean? These are all the same losers that probably, I shouldn't say losers, that's harsh, but anyway.
You said it, though.
It's out there. It's all these people that whine that never make it to the end anyway. But they're like, oh, that Titan. I'm like, come on, man.
But here's the thing. I understand you're talking Call of Duty traditional when there's an overpowered gun that everybody uses, right? But this is a BR.
Yeah.
This is, you got to go find weapons, right?
Yeah. You got to get lucky to find one.
So you can make them more rare or are there airdrops?
Yeah, there are. Yep.
Then put the LMG only in the airdrop. PUBG does the same thing.
No, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. EA or Activision, don't you listen to me. I don't want it in an airdrop because I love that gun, man.
I know, but what I'm saying is...
Yeah, I know.
The airdrop is a high-risk, high-reward thing.
Yeah. No,
so
I know what
if
you're
you put it in there,
or
you're not going to like that gun if they say, okay, Meaty's right. Let's slow their movement speed down.
Yeah.
Not only running, but vaulting, all that stuff.
I agree with. That is something, and it should be because it's an LMG. It's giant.
It's an LMG.
It's a big. It's like the LSAT. You know the LSAT?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
LMGs, if you want to relate things to real life, okay, this is a good way to look at balance at a game, how they balance their guns. You can look at shotguns and SMGs destroy up close.
Yeah.
But you get out there 100 meters, forget about it.
Yeah.
That SMG, it'll reach out there, but you're lobbing rounds in, and they're coming in slower where someone's going to destroy you with an AR. Then you go 100 to 300, 400, 500, and that's the AR territory. Anything above that, you're looking at DMRs, and you're also looking at sniper rifles.
There's some awesome DMRs, too.
This is what a lot of people may not know. LMGs start at the AR range and go all the way out to the sniper rifle range.
Yeah.
In today's modern wars, they have like sights on these LMGs where they're putting them out there like sniper rifles. Now the accuracy isn't like a sniper rifle,
no, because you're throwing so much lead, right?
Well, no, they're not like full auto. It's like single shot, boom. Boom.
Oh,
the range of these weapons is phenomenal. You're talking 1,000 meters on the 7.6254 Russians.
Yeah.
And then, that's where the Americans are falling behind because, we have the SAW, which is a 5.56.
Yeah.
And then we have the 240 Bravo. These still are getting outranged by some of the old Russian ones that are shooting 54R. And what's 54R? That is the Dragunovs and the Kar 98. This is the sniper round.
Yeah. Big old rat, round
so
or whatever.
What I'm saying is that thing should destroy at range, but because it's heavy, it shouldn't be able to
slow them down.
Yeah, and it should have a cone of inaccuracy when you're up close.
Yeah.
But keep it powerful. So what's your take on it? You're excited. You like what you see. It's amazing to see that they've been able to push the amount of players.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I said, there's no way. Can Call of Duty take and get the same effect out of a 12-person lobby as an 80 or 88? They're probably trying to push 100.
You know what? I'll tell you this, though, just quickly before we get to the end of this. They've dumbed down the graphics. First thing I noticed as soon as we came in, I'm like, this looks like 360 or PS3 kind of Call of Duty graphics.
Is it that bad?
It's dumbed down. It's not super high. Like, it's not like what you'd see in Black Ops 3 or something like that. Like, they really, to push all that, but for me, I'm okay with it. You get used to it. It's smooth as butter. There's no lagging. There's no rubber banding. They've done a phenomenal job. This one, definitely, I would recommend playing this if you haven't played a Battle Royale. And even if PUBG does come to PS3, I would play Blackout from Call of Duty Black Ops 4 over PUBG, hands down. Every single time. I would much rather play that game every single time over PUBG. Easy.
Most of your players looking for an advantage, I'm not going to say you're better players, but most players looking for an advantage would completely dumb their graphics down anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Maybe I should watch some videos on it, but I don't mind the graphics being dumbed down if the vaulting and running and opening doors and all that stuff is on point.
Yep.
Then, hey, I'm in. All right, so Belgium. The country of Belgium. What do we say?
Waffles.
11 million people or so?
Yeah, just over 11 million people. Love your waffles, by the way, Belgium. Oh, yeah.
Belgium is where FN is, too, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
So FN, SCAR, all the FN factory.
Yeah, well-known.
That's legit
well-known
weapon manufacturer. So Belgium, 11 million. To put things into perspective, in Southern California, which is like LA County and Orange County, there's a little over 20 million people just in that little area alone.
Just a little section of one
small
state.
country,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
They have passed a law
They put their foot down.
saying that any kind of loot boxes in video games is considered gambling, and therefore that game is
Illegal.
banned from their country.
Yeah, any game with loot crates, anything like that is banned in Belgium. And I think the news right now is the NBA 2K19. Is that it? Is it 19 or 18? One of those.
It'd probably be 19 coming up, yeah.
The one coming out. So they're like, no, what they wanted or what the compromise they were trying to come up with, but I don't know. I don't know if EA is like, you know what, forget this. But they said to take away the ability to buy with real money, to buy the loot crates. Use the in-game currency that you earn just by playing the game. You know what I mean? Like when you play the games, you can earn COD points versus buying COD things. They're saying just make it so that you can't pay real money for it and we'll allow the game.
Okay.
But I think...
That's not the reason for loot crates to begin with, though.
No.
For them to do the extra work to put in the animations and things to make loot crates is so they can make extra money. So why not just take them out of the game?
Well, and here's the other thing. And this is why we mentioned the 11 million. And we mean no disrespect to you if you're in Belgium, but...
I like Belgium.
How many sales of NBA 2K19 in the overall scheme of things, in terms of the worldwide sales, are you going to get from that country? It only has 11 million people. Are you going to go through all that effort and extra money and manpower in programming to make a special little edition because some government's going all nut bar on the loot crates because everyone's constituting like gambling, like we're mafia in Vegas now or something like that, and it's all illegal and we're stealing people's money? They stole my credit card and forced me to get that loot crate.
So the only downside to it, though, is depending on how this interaction goes, right? So Belgium could set a precedent in the European Union,
if
right?
everyone else
and then
follows.
all the other countries could follow suit. And now we have now EA has a major problem. But I think maybe we need to talk about where we stand on loot crates once again.
Well, how do you feel about it?
Mine's very simple. So simple.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here it is.
People like to say pay to win. Okay, so loot crates should have nothing that increases your chance to kill faster, run faster, move fast, do anything different than the base game. You should be cosmetic only, whether it be gun camos, uniforms, outfits, hats, umbrellas, shoes, whatever.
Makeup.
Maybe whatever it is, face paint.
Yep.
That's it. As long as there's no advantage that it can give you over any other player, meaning you get the new MP40 with golden bullets. Okay, so first of all, that should not exist anymore in loot crates. Get rid of that. Yeah. Get rid of anyone giving you the opportunity to say pay to win.
Yeah.
And then loot crates, who cares about them? If you want some cool looking camos, go for it.
Yeah.
I don't ever put money in for loot crates.
No.
I do buy deluxe edition games, enhanced edition games of some of my favorite games like Far Cry 5 because look, I got all the DLC, I got a golden double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Single player
you love
game,
the game, right?
Right? I love the game, but I don't go and buy loot crates. I don't make videos going, mouth wide open. Oh my God!
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like you said,
1,000 loot crate openings.
If it's cosmetic and it doesn't affect anything, I don't like the fact that these governments, whether it's my government here in Canada, the U.S. government, or any government in a democratic free world, can intervene in such a communist socialist manner and say, you cannot do that. We will not allow you to spend money on that. I make this money, I will spend my money any way I want. And if I want to waste my money on loot crates, then that's my business. Especially for something like that. In terms of, like you said, in terms of the pay to win thing, and unfortunately, as much as I love Call of Duty, and I have always loved Call of Duty, they're bad for putting weapons in it. They did it in World War II. I think they did it in the previous one as well. I'm pretty sure.
They did it in World War II as well?
Infinite Warfare. Yeah. I don't agree with that. That's some bullcrap. Activision, you should know better than this. I mean, you guys are trying to get up there. You get enough flack from the community and people hating on you. Don't be doing stupid things like putting weapons in
well,
supply
I mean, they're
drops.
doing that so people will buy the loot crates, though, right?
Right.
That's why they're doing that.
But the people that don't buy them are at a disadvantage because...
Right. You can't do that in a multiplayer game that's a $60 game. You cannot make it pay to win. You take games like World of Tanks and stuff like that, where it's a free game, but it's full on pay to win.
Oh yeah.
But even though, that one, I've seen some real harsh criticism from both sides of the aisle on this one.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh my God, I'm not going to play that. It's totally pay to win," because they're on that free bandwagon, like the Fortnite thing.
Right.
But someone can destroy their face because they bought a tank.
Yeah,
right?
They got the high-end tank that they purchased in there. But
But
if that's not loot crate,
we're talking about AAA titles here.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Call of Duties, the Battlefields, all these types of games that we love. If it's single-player game, don't even talk. Don't even say a word about loot crates.
Yeah.
If it's single player, that's on you. Yeah. That's for you and you only. It doesn't matter if you can get the best bazooka in the world if it's a single player game. We're talking about multiplayer games that give you an advantage over other players. If that is off the table, then the whole loot crate discussion is off the table.
Yeah, and if you're talking about games and you're like, oh no, you shouldn't do that, it's gambling, or they shouldn't allow that in the microtransactions. If it doesn't affect you winning or your gameplay in there, other than you don't like the way someone looks or you don't have enough money to buy it, booty hoo for you, I'm sorry, but these are luxury. Video games are a luxury item. It's not food, it's not water, it's not a shelter, a roof over your head. It's a luxury item. If people want to spend their money on customized looking things, then that's their business. And I don't know why anyone would waste their energy or think you have the right to complain about something that doesn't impact you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why, and I don't understand why governments intervene. Like, oh, it's gambling. My God, it's in a video game. We're not like breaking the bank or anything like that. It's not like you're going to the casino like, people are spending money and some people spend a lot of money on them. Yeah. That's their choice. That's their own stupidity if they're going to do that. Like,
where were all these people and where were all these governments and where was the long-lasting outrage and where was the fines and jail times when the real gambling, the CSGO debacle?
Oh yeah, no, everyone
got lotto
got
sites
with Syndicate and
here's
T-Bar,
the
they
thing,
got a
you
slap
guys.
on the
These
wrist.
people made millions of dollars. It's not just like
money.
Oh, they just did this and slap on the wrist. They made millions of dollars and got off scot-free. And if you're going to allow that, then don't bring this up now. Like, you can't pick and choose. No. You either do something or don't do it, right?
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care about loot crates. I think it's such a stupid thing.
I don't either. I don't. If you want to do it and you want to get a cool like umbrella that you glide down with, great.
Knock yourself
but don't. You can't put in a gun that you might get and that I get destroyed by because I suck.
Yeah, and you paid your full money for that game, like Call of Duty.
Exactly.
I do not want to be forced to have to try and get a loot crate.
You can't make a AAA title be pay to win. You cannot do it. If you do it, you deserve to be destroyed in the community.
Yeah, that's I agree with.
Really, that's what it comes down to. Yeah. If it's cosmetic, we don't even have
this discussion. But that's not even a gambling issue. That's not. We're not saying, it's gambling. We're just saying pay to win. That's a pay to win issue. That's completely
pay to win issue.
Loot crates and all that other stuff. I don't care about that. Who cares cares if there's microtransactions?
Yeah.
No one's holding a gun to your head,
Yeah.
forcing you to get these things. You don't get them, you don't get them. I never get them. I don't care what my character looks like because I don't worry about it when I'm in there trying to hunt people down, playing Search or Battle Royale. I don't care.
That's why people love third person, because they can see what their character looks like with their fancy. What if Fortnite was first person? I guarantee you
no one would care.
No one would care because you can't see what you look like and how fancy the pineapple umbrella looks.
They did so many things right on Fortnite, dude. Like,
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's classic.
Made it perfect.
It's great business.
Perfect. Oh
great business.
God. Crazy.
All right, you guys. So this will be I think this will be our last topic for today, but it's an interesting one to me because I actually have some pretty strong opinions on this myself.
Strong opinions, More public outrage, though. It's all fueled by people getting offended and angry about
because at first, like, I could understand both sides. All right, well, here's what we're talking about. EA and DICE are dialing back the crazy character customizations in place of authentic gear.
Oh, thank goodness you're boring it down for the historians playing the game. Bravo!
Right, so here's where I'm at on this. You guys get what I just said. EA and DICE are backing down, dialing down probably face paints and cool camos and uniforms because they said the community was outraged about authenticity. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here. The argument wasn't about that.
No.
The argument was about the whole women at the front line of combat.
Yeah. A few racist comments, too, about black people getting in there as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
People are okay. You know how DICE said people are uneducated?
Yeah.
In a way, they're right. Come on, you guys.
Spitting
maybe your school didn't teach history. And maybe you don't watch any like legitimate movies about history. Yeah. But I'm not going to argue about minorities in combat. Yeah. Or women in combat because they were there.
They were there. To what degree or whatever, that's not the issue.
Exactly. They were there. That's not the point.
Simple.
But obviously, if you're arguing that you got all butthurt over seeing a woman on the cover, then you've got a problem with yourself. You need to address, because in today's age, it's not about that anymore. And actually, depending on how old you are, that has gone away for most people a long time ago. It's very few that are very vocal and loud saying that this is a big deal now.
You're wasting so much energy on something. You're just making yourself look. You're just a hater. You're a hater.
So everybody said, oh, it's not authentic because women are in there. So let's just go with that. Okay. And so what DICE and EA said, all right, the community wants some authenticity. Let's get rid of cool camos, cool clothing, face paints, all that stuff, and we'll do olive drab,
Or do it PUBG. Look, I got the beige camo on this. Wow, that's incredibly boring.
Now, they didn't do anything about what some of these people were complaining about.
What was that?
Which was the sniper with the hook arm leading the battle charge and all this stuff. If you really want to know, French Resistance, there were a ton of women involved in the resistance movements against them. Maybe they weren't on the front line of an infantry battalion, but in resistance, they were there fighting. Okay,
for their families, for their children, for their husbands.
Exactly what would happen
is stand there?
If your homeland got attacked today, everyone would be fighting.
I'll put a gun in. I wouldn't even have to tell my wife to do that. She would pick one up to defend her kids and her house. Hands down, it wouldn't be a problem.
You guys need to really take a look in the mirror. If you're so butthurt about a video game company using a woman, I mean, really, what is wrong with you? Like, we want this game to be good. We want there to be a mixed match of everyone in there.
I think it's horse crap,
2018.
Dude, it's all horse crap. It's all horse crap. These guys are talking about authenticity. No one gives a flying you-know-what when you're in the middle of playing a Battlefield game. You're not thinking about, oh my God, I'm on the shores of Dieppe. This is so historic. I remember this battle. No, half of you only know what you've seen in some Hollywood movie or whatever. You're not historians. You're not playing it because it's so authentic and you want to reenact, like those reenactors in big battles. You want that sense of immersion. I get that. You get that with good graphics. You get that with nice explosions in the tanks and how it's set up and that kind of grittiness and the weapons. But overall, it's not the real war. It didn't happen the way that you're playing it, so it's not real. It's a video game. It's meant to give you that kind of feeling that you might have been there, but it's not a reenactment of an exact battle. It's a video game, and when you're in there, you're not thinking about the history. Bullcrap. Any of you saying that you're doing that, no one thinks about that when they're playing the video game. And half you people whining about this stuff probably don't know crap about this war anyway. You probably never read a book about it. I'm just saying.
They don't teach this stuff anymore. You know?
No, man.
Because a lot of educational institutions are biased, and they'll pick and choose what they teach.
It's just another excuse for gamers to get angry over crap. Get people that are sexist or racist or whatever it is. It's just
what would be awesome is, like, look, if you've got an issue, then say the truth. Say really what your issue is. Don't say, oh, it's not authentic. Say, oh, I hate women, and I don't want a woman on the picture of my shooter game. If that's how you feel, I don't want to play a game
with women in it.
Then say it. Yeah. Don't try and hide behind authenticity, because what you've done as a numb community is just made the game like Battlefield 1 boring.
Yeah.
No cool looking uniforms.
I don't want a cool camo on my gun.
Yeah,
well, I do. Like, I'd love to look at that, Still playing this amazing, they're going to do an amazing, with the battlefield, with the graphics and the details and the debris and everything else, and the sun and everything like that, and the dynamic shadows and everything like that. Yeah. But you got a cool gun. What's the problem with there? Oh, it's not realistic. Fantastic. You just made, like you said, Meaty, you just made the game super boring. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Fight for what you really believe in. If you have racist or misogynistic ideals, then hey, be tough enough to say what you really think. Don't hide behind something else.
Yeah.
If you really feel that way, then take them on, man.
Yeah.
Say it. I don't want to see a woman out there. Say it if that's what you really think. Because the reason I'm saying it this way, because you know and I know that you'll never do that.
No.
People will never say what they really think.
And social media, they will, because you're cowards and you hide behind it.
Well, they're hiding behind a fake name.
Yeah. No one would say anything like that usually in people's faces.
I don't know if this is even relevant. But, like, it's honestly, I don't think about it. Like, Tomb Raider comes out tomorrow. I've loved Tomb Raider since... I don't know.
You remember PS1 or PS2?
PS1.
Yeah.
And I've never ever crossed my mind that Tomb Raider is a guy or a girl or whatever. It's Tomb Raider, the game. I love it.
Yeah.
And there's this kick-ass girl in there.
Yeah.
Who is awesome. She's smart. She figures out puzzles. She swings across. It doesn't matter if it was a guy or girl to me.
Make it realistic. She can't do that. She doesn't have the upper body strength, though.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't. It doesn't go through my head.
No.
So it doesn't go through my head when I see this. Like, oh my God! Look, they put a lady on the front of the cover now. Now they did it. There goes the authenticity.
I just think their lives must be so sad. If
it's a shame.
This is where you waste so much energy, so much emotion, so much hatred and anger over something like this.
Yeah.
Do you not have anything else really important in your life?
The truth of the matter is this.
Holy mackerel.
The truth is this, you guys, and listen close, because as much as you might, let's say you see the feminist movement out there, right? And as much as you might go, oh my God, they're just going overboard, right? Yeah. They're going crazy. You're the exact opposite end of the spectrum by doing this. You're fighting them on their level instead of down here.
And you're the reason why they're doing that. Because if you were all just behaving like us and just saying, hey, it doesn't really matter, they would have no cause to go to the extremes that they're going. Because it would be like, okay, that's cool. Equality, great. You want the same opportunities?
No one's trying to rewrite history.
No.
No one's trying to rewrite history here. This is...
It's this behavior. If you're one of those people, it's your behavior that's causing that other repercussion. You know what I mean? It's a cliche. Well, it's not a cliche. It's actually science. But for every action, there is an equal but opposite reaction. You're acting like a misogynistic prick, and that's the reason why feminists are going to the extremes that they are. Certain, not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like they have to counter how misogynistic and closed-minded you are.
Why would you even say that? If you don't love your mother or love your sister, why would you say that?
You don't have respect for your wife? a girlfriend. You don't deserve to have a wife.
And maybe that's just
anyone.
it might be someone at a certain age that hasn't had the ability to respect the people around them. And you think you don't have to say, "Oh, I agree. All people are." No, it's just that's the way it is. It's in your mind. There are people that walk around that think that way. That it's just everyone is who they are. If you've got the ability to do something and you have the motivation to do something, then do it. It doesn't matter what or who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that simple. It really is that simple. Turn around, take a look at yourself in the mirror, then maybe look at your mom or your sister or your dad or whoever it is.
Yeah.
And then think about what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Tell your mom that she doesn't deserve your respect. Tell her that.
Exactly. But I think this. It's unfortunate. The reason I said I have strong feelings about this is because we talked about the loot stuff and all that. Yeah. These camos and stuff are stuff you get in game and that you can make your character look a certain way. Yeah. And it looks cool when you look over at your squad mates and they're all decked out. Yeah. And if they're going to dumb all that down because people were saying authenticity, that sucks. It's going to be a little bit more boring than it was going to be before.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That really sucks. Anyway, what do you guys think? We'd love to hear what you guys think on these couple of topics.
Comments.
And play nice with each other in the comment section.
Yeah. Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
But again, remember, we can learn so much from the differences in each other. That is so true. We can learn so much from the differences in each other.
Yeah.
So take time to listen and not slander, and maybe you'll get some more knowledge out of a good conversation with somebody, right?
Exactly.
That's the way I see it. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for us. Another You Always Win podcast.
See ya.